We're just gonna check what the audio's like. We're just gonna check what the audio's like. And it's fine. Okay. Let's see. Trying to remember which one is next. Okay, it's Pervading Waters. So last time we finished the Shadow region. And I think I said in one episode that I thought this was Osaka. Actually, this is Osaka. And then you've got Kyoto, or I don't know if at this point it was still called Heian-kyo. And then like Biwa. And then I don't remember what this town is called, nor this over here. I know that Otsu is up here or something. Like, I think Otsu might be right here. Anyway, so we're gonna do the one that's called Pervading Waters. Oh, let me check the cinematics are on. Yes. This is there's always a water level in games like this, and this is the water level basically. In the first game, it was the floating shrine, which I forget what it's called. I think Itsukushima Jinja, maybe. Anyway.
Nioh。はっ。この本願寺には大量の霊石が眠っておる。働き次第ではその霊石お主らに任せる。
ありがたき幸せ。この秀吉めが一晩で落としてご覧に入れます。よし。おい、聞いたろ。秀の字行くぞほら。来い。
猿め、いつもながら現金なやつよ。小谷での働き一に聞いたぞ。しかし褒美も求めぬとは。お主は何を求める？神仏、あやかし、霊石、その全てを御してこそあまねく天地に楽土を敷けよ。ひとたび生を受け滅せぬもののあるべきか。しかれどうぬの青き瞳にはその定めに逆らう力あり。万里の鳩を超えるがごとく、この信長の野望とともに人知の果てを超えられよ。ほう、背負えるとはな。お主の背にあるものが褒美じゃ。
So, let's see. So we're in Osaka, which has, or at least had, I suppose, a defense where they would basically just empty a dam all over the city. to keep out attackers, which is
鉄砲を使う最下手
pretty
手
intense.
強いわね。後で会いましょう。気をつけて。
俺の睨んだ通りこっちの守りは手薄だったな。さあここで藤吉郎流敵の注意を俺たちに引きつけるぞ。
Those.
日本その上霊石まで。さてここからは別行動だ。あやかしもいるようだしこっちは任せた。どうした？こっちはお前に任せたぞ秀之寺。どうした？
It's interesting, like, every time you speak with him, he changes his, what's it called? His attitude towards you. Like, in the beginning, in the beginning, he's pretty, like, happy whenever you speak to him. But, yeah, like, as you go through the missions, every time you speak to him, he's more and more impatient and he expects more and more. I really like that. Like, there's a lot of, like, really cool character development in this game. Because, I mean, basically, you go from seeing Tokichiro going from basically being, like, a lowly scum of the earth plebeian to rising in the ranks of Oda Nobunaga, and then later going on to becoming basically the shogun of all of Japan, or at least all of United Japan. And he basically sets the way for Tokugawa Ieyasu to unite the rest of the country. I actually did a lot of studying about Toyotomi Hideyoshi, which is the name he goes on to go by later. And he's a pretty interesting fella. Like, he actually invaded Korea because he wanted to unite all of Asia into one, superpower under Japan. He was kind of like the first Pan-Asian, leader. And it's kind of interesting because his ideals were like revived during the first Sino-Japanese War, which happened, I think, right after World War One. Or wait, no. The first Sino-Japanese War happened before World War One, and then the second Sino-Japanese War, which was where stuff really kicked off, where they invaded Manchuria. That happened after World War One, and is kind of what triggered the Pacific War with the U.S. later down the line. But during that period, like, his spirit of Pan-Asianism was kind of revived. Because, he was an ultra-nationalistic guy. But I think it's really cool how they did his personification in this game. But he ends up ultimately being redeemed in this game, which I think is good. Like, I think all the characters in this game, even the ones that are portrayed as super evil, they tend to end up being redeemed later on. Like, in this one, Oda Nobunaga is like portrayed as a really likable guy, when in reality, he was pretty terrible with some of the things he did. I should be swapping weapons. I don't know what I'm doing. I even went to equip the fucking hatchets. I'm not even using them. Oh, this is bad. But yeah, like, in this game, Oda Nobunaga is, like, respectable and really kind of a cool character. But in the first game, he's like a ultimate bad guy, and I think there's some stuff where he gets like revived and shit like that. You have to fight his wife, who's considered to be cold as ice or something like that. But yeah, so like, I mean, there are definitely favorites about characters in this game, but like, ultimately during this period, like most of the main characters were not great people. Like they all did pretty terrible stuff. Like I think Tokugawa Ieyasu like killed his wife and child or something like that. It's like a lot of pretty terrible stuff happening in this period. But of course, like everything's like colored through the lens of history. It's like someone won the war, they're considered a good guy usually, even if they did objectively bad things. Like I think that kind of thing is pretty interesting. But I'm also, pretty big fan of history stuff. I think most people just take a lot of these things for granted, like, everyone thinks the US was good during World War II because they did good things and ultimately came out the winner, but I mean, it depends on who you speak to, right? Like, if you speak to Japanese people, Americans were pretty terrible. They basically conquered their country and raped and pillaged all of Okinawa and shit like that. So, yeah. Anyway, kind of a downer. Suddenly I developed into. I think I just appreciate like stories that manage to tell a nuanced perspective, which I feel like this game is pretty good at. Oh my god. They all have fucking rifles and arrows and shit. I think it's probably also biting me in the ass that I still have the penance stone activated, because we're getting closer and closer to my actual level. So the penance stone is kind of like taking it beyond the level at which my character is. Because I think this one is almost level 200, this mission. I think actually we're just gonna return the stone, which is gonna save the progress, but disable its effect for now. Which is what I want to do, obviously. I'm not really sure how long I'll be streaming for today. I went pretty long yesterday. I like to keep it around like 2 hours or so. Ah, whatever. So what if I just... Okay. Thought maybe I could charge it like a little bit slower. But that doesn't actually work. I think I mentioned this like yesterday as well, but that ability isn't so good against humanoids. Oh, and then we can actually open this here. Not really sure what that actually changes. Like, that's not a shortcut, it's just a different approach, but not really an approach that changes much. Such a cool ability. No, I was kind of hoping there was going to be a ladder on the backside. We got the sniper up top. Oh, forgot about this guy. I can even see him on the mini-map and I still forgot about him. It's pretty good. Ah, shit. No, 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 no. Fuck you. Oh. It's the wrong thing I used. Okay, I'm gonna go get my Guardian Spirit and then go back up the ladder. Because I think triggering this mini boss doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't log me out. How is he shooting through the wall? I think the spin attack also suffers from the fact that this game is a little bit realistic in that department, where the spinning axis, if they collide with anything, they stop, which is kind of terrible for me. Spirit Bomb. See, but her thing can go through the fucking wall. A little bit unfair. Whatever. Still managed to get her. Water Buffalo Helmet. Ah, okay. I actually already have that. This guy's ready for me. Got the arrow dude. That did quite a lot of damage. Is there a sniper here as well? No, whatever. Gonna move past this. I wonder, so this is one of the people from the, that was a weird throw. This is one of the people from the opening. When I go help him, I wonder if I can get him as a companion. It kind of depends on what side missions you've done, but since I've done those missions, you know, in the base game, I wonder if that still is gonna work. Oh, whoops.
寺にはあやかしだけでなく大水までもこの異変は溜め込まれた霊石に起因するものでしょう。あなたの力が頼りです。どうかお気をつけて。寺にはあやか
I have to go up and destroy this thing there. I'm gonna see if I can snipe this guy. It's aiming a little bit too low. Of course, he's got fucking flawless aim. And rapid fire. A little bit unfair, I feel like. Yes. There we go. They're surprisingly little amount of damage. Like literally against the weakest fucking yokai in the game. I guess maybe that's because my dexterity is also really low. How did, oh my god, how did that not work? There we go. I hate these things. They steal your Amrita and then they level up basically. Yeah, they're very annoying. Let me actually unlock this thing. I'm just gonna keep putting it into stuff I don't have. Wow, that did a lot of damage. 2,000. I wonder if it was because it was out of key. Now it's below, okay. Let me kill this guy. This. Oh, for fuck's sake. Definitely want to get rid of this guy down here. Oop. And then I can just run through this area here. You don't really need to go down unless you're doing the collectible. Oh, I unlocked something else as well. Oh, hatchets. So gonna increase the key for now. So this enemy here has a pretty obvious weak spot that she's carrying around. So we shoot that, she goes out of key. Oh, it's another enemy. Shit. But they're not too difficult, those enemies. They're just kind of annoying. They tend to do this, like, force shove. Let's see here. Yeah, we can open this door that goes back to the first shortcut, I think. I might as well hit it here so I don't have to go all the way back if I die again. Just gonna go straight in. See, this one's water type, so if I hit it with fire, it should take a lot of damage. Yeah, like 3,000. It's pretty good.
おお、サルメの片割れと侮っておったか。毛利や武田が動き出す前に本願寺を下さねばならんが、仏前たる寺にあやかしがはびこるとは。坊主どもめ、信長様に対抗せんと霊石を使ったか。お主も本堂を目指しておるのか。ならばついてまいれ。この鬼柴田のせい守ってみせい。
So normally you can only team up with this guy if you've done a side quest where you actually pick him as the companion. And you then need to do this side quest with him, as well as I think another mission, and then also have him as your companion here in order for him to show up later in another side mission. So it took me a lot of backtracking to get to that point. But I feel like there's not really a big reason to kind of replay side missions in New Game Plus, unless it's just because you want the specific gear it gives. What is that hitting? Just fucking stuck the air. This guy is also the one you get this ability from, because you have to fight him as a boss later, which is like one of the harder bosses in the game. I feel like he's one of the decent companions you can get in the game. A lot of them are pretty terrible. I'm gonna buff up here. I keep getting surprised by all the new enemies that appear in New Game Plus. Because that guy definitely wasn't there. This fight would also be a pain in the ass if these covers weren't here. Q. Ah. Q. A little higher. There we go. I don't think I have that in... I don't have that in Divine. Please just open the door. I think we only went like 100 meters with this guy before he's like, alright, peace.
あやかし風情と思っておったが、なかなかやるではないか。ほれ、選別じゃ。 なんじゃ
See, he gave me one of these. These are pretty good. Increase the amount of Emerita you collect. There's something I want to test out, by the way. The quote-unquote spirit bomb ability that I have. It seems like it explodes every like dart field that enemies put down. So like if I use it now, oh yeah, it totally does. Wow, that's actually really good. Because not only does that remove them, but it also potentially creates a lot of bombs if they spawn a lot of these fields. That also means it's very situational. Kinda hate these guys, they do so much damage. But if you know what element they are, you can counter them mostly effectively. Mostly. No. Fucking stupid range, dude. God, I hate these things. I wanted to get to this thing. Usually when you find the graves that are like really out of the way, they're specific summons. They'll have blue names. I forgot that I had the debuff. Made my character throw up. I might as well just kill this. Wish you would stop backing away from me. Oh my god, it's like really slowing down my game here. Fucking Inichi just coming in here and fucking shit up. Anyway, it's kind of a mess. Yeah, I think we can open this door here. I think this means blood collector. Oh, it's named after bruises. But chi can mean a few things. Like it can mean blood or, well, chi as in the spiritual energy. But Asamaru seemed a little bit similar to a word that means to collect. But I'm guessing it's not. Oh, have to be careful here. Pew. Fucking hate archers. So annoying. Oh, what are you doing here? Oh, I need to be careful. Just realized I have low health. That was the thing I kept forgetting to check yesterday. So I kept dying. I think I need to change the stats on this weapon. I hope that since it gets the damage bonus from familiarity, I hope that doesn't mean it's locked out of getting like the attack bonuses. Because sometimes you can't have both of those things. Like one seems to cancel out the other. If that's the case, I'll have to get a different version with like a different locked thing on it. But you can tell there's quite a huge difference in damage between these two weapons. But it's also because this one scales primarily with skill, and then courage and magic. I've got a decent amount of magic, but skill is like one of the lowest I have. Courage is even lower. Anyway, let's find this stupid archer. Are there two of them? Oh, whoops. Kenichi the meat shield. And I'm gonna get rid of this little dude as well. I think there's an enemy in here. Oh, it's a big dude. Of course my companion leaves me. That's what I was waiting for. I wonder if it was... Oh, okay, it did hit. I was a little bit afraid it might not. Oh, and we got a little dude in the bush as well. Or not a bush, it's a stone. This guy's a little bit easier to fight in this area because there's quite a lot of space to back away. And, you know, stones to block him with. I don't want to have the little gaki, as it's called, the little rat, grab me because then he turns into a bigger dude. God, I wish you'd stop throwing shit at me. Like literal fucking feces. Oh, God, I hate this attack. Alright. Phew. Okay, I'm just gonna hit the checkpoint here. Because we're about to have a boss fight. I think I'm gonna go try and get dexterity up to 20. And then I might continue leveling magic again after that.
Mm? なんかチクッとしたの。
あんたもしょってんだな。
Three-eyed raven. I want to try and build the corruption on him, since then I'll be able to do a lot more damage to him. Almost. There we go. Yeah, I'm just bullying him now, I think. Nice. Hey.
とどめを刺さないのか。面白い。それじゃ遠慮なく引かせてもらう。あんたも逃げた方がいい。霊石のせいか、厄介なのが寄りついちまってね。ここもじきに崩れる。 じゃあな。あんたとはまたどこかで会いそうだ。
It's kind of funny since his clan is a mercenary clan. You actually fight him in the first game as well, where he's on the side of Nobunaga. It's like no matter what, he's your enemy.
やりましたな、秀千代殿。これをお持ちください。私のことは気にせず、先へお急ぎください。秀千代殿、どうぞお気をつけて。秀吉がいつかきっと。
最下のカラスとの決着がついたようだな。出しゃばりおって。こたびはお主に功を譲ってやったまでよ。お主、酒は飲めるか？猿めは気に食わんが、働きに免じて酒の相手ぐらいさせてやってもよいぞ。さっきから響く地鳴り、まだ何かおるようだな。
It's kind of interesting how they choose to translate stuff. And it's interesting, he gives you his pillbox. Like it even says, Hanbei must have had an important reason for entrusting an item so vital to his survival to another. Yeah. Yeah, I think you could say that. I'm not sure why it's level 80. But I think actually I do have... should have a higher level version of it already. Yeah, 150. I'm gonna save this one just because it's +1. But yeah, like... he actually said something along the lines of, I'm sure that one day, ... like hinting to something. But they translated something completely different, which is kind of weird. But it's a common thing, I guess. Like you see it a lot in shows that are translated from, you know, from Japanese to English. Just like sometimes the translations just don't even match the original title. In Danish, there's a pretty long tradition of just like making a completely different title and just making like some kind of pun or something. Okay, I need to be careful here. Bam. God, I fucking hate that attack. It's so annoying. I'm gonna buff up again here. works really well against this guy. I mean, you can barely see what's happening here. This game was not designed for big bosses like this. Actually, I think I mentioned this in another stream as well, but this guy is really, really easy. You just basically stand below him, because most of his attacks go in front. And since he's a water-based creature, you can just keep hitting him with fire. A decent amount of damage.
落ち着いて聞いて。半兵衛が死んだわ。
No, I wonder why he gave us his pill box.
半兵衛。具合は悪そうだったけど、こんな急に。
It's almost like he wanted to die.
今日での挙兵を助成するなら、霊石も欲するままに手に入ろう。だが、闇討ちは心が痛む。夢を叶える力はすでに与えた。情けは無用。そうだな。あんたと同じこの力があれば。
Ruh-roh. This couldn't possibly go wrong. See, this one is kind of similar to one of the corrupted, what's it called? Soul cores that I have. Where this one, you just do increased damage to saturated enemies. So if you want to do a water build, you know, that's a pretty obvious one to pick. Before we go into any of this, I'm just gonna disassemble all my stuff. And sell these. Okay, and then I'm gonna see if I can timber the hatchets here. So the problem is Damage bonus doesn't seem to even show up here. There's a lot of life drain, but kind of want some strength scaling here. I don't think we're gonna get it. This thing blocks it out, which is a huge pain in the ass. See that one. Actually, I'm gonna do this one again. We'll just keep it like this, I guess. There's no point getting all these other things if I can't get the damage bonus that I want. Like you can see, these two are the same level. Obviously, this one has some different scaling, but you can tell, you know, there's quite a huge gap in damage. What I can do, however, is if we go here, I should be able to change its scaling to be magic. Yeah, so its base is 1247. It goes up by a little bit. It's not the best, but it's, you know, better than nothing. Holy shit, I've got 21 chisels. What? Where did I get those from? Holy shit. Alright, okay. Let's see, next one is Onoji. I don't know if it's the same word, but in Japanese, hon can also mean like flame or fire.
これにて霊石の戦はなくなろう。引き分けのない女よ。なぜ逃げぬ。
添い遂げてこそ妻の本分。
ならばもうよい。あとは好きにせい。安助、わしの亡骸は決して渡すでない。光秀め、良い余興であったわ。
His wife is one of the hardest bosses in the early game of the first game. She's really fucking difficult. I think I actually have some streams where I'm like struggling to beat her. I need to focus down the spellcaster actually. That's a pretty pathetic death cry. Let's see. Could do more in attack. I never do parry anyway. I might actually go into low stance a little bit. Let's see. Might have to set the ability here. No, okay, that's the only option. Could do this or Deadly Spiral. I'm gonna keep Deadly Spiral since I did spend so long fucking trying to get it. No, we'll keep this one. Okay. It's got a pretty cool ability for low stands where you can throw the hatchet into the air and it'll fall down on top of the enemy. If they're close enough, I guess. The enemies are starting to do a lot of damage. Because they're catching up to my level, I guess. Uh-oh. I think that just got stuck in the fucking ceiling. I feel like the hatchets are the only weapon in the game that have a realistic projectile thing. Every other weapon will just phase through the environment. Feels a little bit unfair, to be honest. I'm trying to figure out which way I'm supposed to go here. Alright, this way. Doesn't really do a lot of damage, but it's a cool attack. Ah, shit. that I feel like it needs to go a little bit further than that. I think, yeah, there's a door over here I can open. So I don't have to go through that every time. Ugh, that missed. So in order to get rid of all the blue flames, I have to kill this thing. Easily my least favorite enemy in the entire game. This. Or you just go straight through here. But that didn't work like I thought it would. How did that only light it? Is there no enemy here? Oh. Oh, that's evil. Put a fucking guy with a rifle on him. That really needs to have a further range than that. Can't be sure that I can only throw that like fucking 3 meters. I could go through there, or I could just fucking YOLO it. Just gonna power up here. These levels are taking a little bit longer than the previous ones. I feel like probably after this one I'm just gonna end the stream. If I had my spirit bomb right now, this would be pretty good. It's not gonna do anything. I don't know what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, 150 damage. Nice. That was a little bit tedious. Da, 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 da. God, it's just so annoying. Let's see. I actually have to go in there. Of course, there's a fucking sniper one. I think the ceiling's catching most of those things going out. Yeah, they're not really coming down again. Just getting stuck in the fucking ceiling. It's kind of a pointless door to open, I feel like. Like, all it really save us is to avoid running into, like, what, 2 enemies over there. Oh wait. No, that's right, you can actually go up here. I always forget you can go up here. Oh, we got one of these. I might actually try running the one-eyed dragon set at some point, because it's got a damage bonus for consecutive attacks, so that could be pretty fun, I think. And I think I actually already have the swords here. Yeah, I just need them to be in higher quality, that's all. And then I'll get like some, I don't know, like corruption on them or something.
Wait, that's... I'll go with you.
Didn't take a lot of convincing again. I actually do like that the low stance has such a long combo. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this fucking sniper. It can just hang out in the fire, I guess. Great picture scroll. Sweet. Forget if there's even a point going up here. Oh, right. There is. Funny thing is, here the human is actually the most dangerous one of these. Oh, there. I think I mentioned this about 800 times by now, but these fucking snipers are the worst. Wait, did he go down?
Fear not.
Super Spirit Bomb. Nice. One of those and one of these. I think this one's the trigger. Wait, no, it's probably not this one. If I'm actually remembering correctly, it's another one. It's one of the hammer dudes. How did that miss? Oh, please. These guys reload way too fucking fast. See, can I open this? Yeah, there it is. And there's another sniper somewhere around. Yeah, okay. At least he's dead. We can finally go to the boss here.
私にあの秀千代のような力さえあれば殿の野望を共に果たせたであろうか。
Pretty close to a level. I'm just gonna eat one of these crystals or whatever. Okay, and we're actually fully buffed for the boss now. Got my...
Lord Nobunaga is not far.
Oh, is he leaving me now?
Go on ahead. I will cover you.
Ah, of course.
Go on ahead.
Of course, of course, of course.
More Jagu. 友を求めておるようだ。
I kitty cat. Actually, I think I'm gonna rebuff this as well. Broke my controller. It won't stop fucking vibrating. Spirit Bomb. That was really not worth it. She's got probably the most useful soul core. Like, the soul core itself is pretty good, but its ability, the life drain. So any yokai ability you use, so whether it be, you know, this crazy thing here or any other ones, while you have her soul core equipped, they'll basically restore health to you, which is really good. So definitely the most useful one. Let's see if we get some kind of cutscene here.
「今度は光秀殿と戦と聞きました。どうして人は。先日藤吉郎殿が光り輝く美しい石を送ってくださいました。願いが叶う石だとか。ですがこの石を見ると胸騒ぎがして、望みに身を任せるのは何とも薄気味悪くて。争いは終わらない。人が人たる限りはそれが世の断りなのでしょう。しかしあなたの身には人の業さえ超える力が秘められているはず。夫長政の死により愛を失った私に強く生きよと命じた兄と姉、その二人も今や炎の中に倒れた。これ以上の悲しみは破滅へと 私を誘うやもしれませぬ。どうかご無事で。
Alright, I think that's gonna be it for today. So we'll just do cumulative. Oh, that's pretty good. I wonder if it's better than... is it better than the one I have already? I think so, actually. I'm gonna upgrade it then. I don't know if I've shown this so far. Gosh, there. So this one I've actually changed it to be brute, which is red. Blue is feral, and purple is mystic or whatever it's called. Anyway, I've got these mortal soul cores, which I can use. So I'm actually gonna pick a few. If you look on the right, it currently says soul core rank 6. Now it says 8 and now 9. Now I go in here and I can either make it feral, which is blue, or brute, which is red. And since my guardian spirit is brute, it's better to have it be the same element or whatever you want to call it, the same thing, because then it builds faster when you're in your guardian spirit form. So I'll just do this, and then I just attune it, which is pretty simple. Just have to find it here. Probably still gonna keep this just because this one has luck, which is obviously pretty good. It's only in the yokai shift, but you know, still pretty good. Anyway, you just attune it to the same spot. Let's see what else. Alright, there was something in the dojo here. Nine symbols. I could actually do this one. Let's see, we also have the unstoppable whirlwind, the axe. You know, for some reason, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but the fist is not here. I wonder if it shows up later or something. I might as well do this. Ow. Trying to remember which style is best against him. Maybe mid. This might take a few times. Like, look at his, it tracks and goes really, really far. It's kind of unfair, honestly. Maybe high stance is better just for the E damage. Let's get that one. Can I? Okay, what? I'm stuck. What the fuck? It's like a fucking vortex. Yeah, I can't get out of that. Oh, that's ridiculous. I'm like barely doing any damage to him though. But he does just a fuck ton of damage. Very annoying. What a piece of shit. What a total piece of shit this guy is. Like, he can just break through every attack I do. Okay, why am I not healing when I'm clicking the button? Like, he's got like a fuck ton of toughness that just makes him like capable of just eating attacks like that. Problem is also like, you know, the armor that I'm wearing is not really helping me right now. God, I fucking hate that attack. Jesus. Like, I'm not really doing any damage to him. Like 30 per hit? What the fuck? Like, anytime I do that combo, he seems to just break through. Every time I try to do a combo like that, he just like fucking pushes me away like this. Maybe if I get that same skill, I can abuse it against him. But I don't really know what else to do at this point. Oh right. For some reason you can't upgrade your skills in these. Which makes no sense. I feel like these would be the most opportune places to do it. It's literally called the dojo. These might just be missions I come back and do later. Because I'm barely denting his health. I think the Onmyo mission might be easier. The game crash? What is happening? Just gonna give it a second, see if it catches up. I've been going for almost 2 hours now. Yeah, nothing's fucking happening. Oh, it's still running. Okay, I'm just gonna end the stream here, I guess. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll probably be streaming again tomorrow. I've been feeling pretty good lately, so like, I've been streaming, every day, basically. It's kind of like, I've gotten my motivation back. Like, I haven't really been doing much lately. So it's kind of nice to at least feel like I want to do something again. So anyway, see ya.